from Science with Robertson is back in action, and today we've got to go on that forces, but we've got to look at some really crazy examples when forces go a little bit different, okay? Because, you know, we have our things like our ball here and our gravity going down and our reaction going up, and we know what's going on. Simple things happening in straight lines, but life is not always like this. We don't even if I put it on a curve, you know, and I've got here the gravity down, the reaction like so, and then maybe we've got the friction and the air resistance like this. It's hard because I've got things happening this way and this way, but as it goes down the slope, all those forces stay the same. I can have an idea where sometimes those forces change. Let me go and grab a toy from in my little room. Huh? I have it right here. Oh my goodness. Right. Ding. Hi. Little ball here. Now, with my ball like so, I can see quite clearly that it is balanced. It's not moving. Don't move. Thank you. Gravity pulls it down, but it's staying up. And it's not a reaction force because there's nothing on the bottom. There is a force instead in this example. And if the gravity goes down, it stays up because of this string. This string is a force called a tension force. This here gets tense. What I can also do is I can pull it down a bit, like so. And if I pull it down, you all know this here, you can hear it, gets very tense. So if I pull down here, I pull with more force, meaning this tension goes up here. As I pull, the string will get longer, making more tension happen. When I let go, the ball bounces up. The ball goes up because now, when I take that away, the tension is bigger. So it moves up into that direction there. That's not why I got this thing, actually. I got it for this idea. To make something in a circle. Because the tension is the only force I have. It's got the gravity going down. And there's air resistance, of course. But neither of those keep it going in a circle. It goes in a circle. Ow. From the tension. If I have my circle here, and here's me in the middle, holding the string. At this point here, the gravity's going down, but the tension is moving in. So if it's going, get a different colour pen. If it's going in this direction here, this force means it curves in. And at this point here, the tension's in this direction, so it keeps curving. And in this place, it's going here, so it keeps curving. In this place, it goes here. When things turn around, they follow a pattern like this here. The tension brings it in, but it continues going round in this path here. So all that happens is that you constantly have that tension going towards the middle, and that speed continuously goes forward. This here is really important because I could put here instead the Earth, and this here is simply the sun. And instead of being tension, that force is now gravity. Gravity would be the thing pulling us in constantly, always pulling us towards, but we continue going around because of our speed instead. And if I take the sun away completely, we would just keep going in a straight line because there's no other forces acting on our planet Earth. Come closer. So, there's some forces there. Another example of this would actually be if you had a car. Because with a car, when you're driving and you turn the wheels this way, that puts more friction going in this direction. The tyres turning mean, oh, the friction, there's more friction on this side here. So it follows the friction and it turns around. That's really important. Actually, what somebody taught me once, if I'm a person, it's going to be a really bad drawing, sitting in, it could be worse. This here is a go-kart. So sitting in the go-kart. Anybody been go-karting here? I'd love to know. I've been go-karting a couple of times. And somebody was with me and he was really, really good. And he told me something really clever. If you're driving the car and you turn to the left, you should try and put your weight as far on the opposite side. Because you want to push down the wheels on the other side so that by pushing down more, so you get more push down in here, means you get more friction because you're pushing that extra bit of your body weight onto it. More friction means you can turn easier. And I was like, wow. Because I would have tried the opposite. My instinct, get off more so I can let the car do it itself. But when I'm turning around, I want to push my car into the ground so it gets lots of grip and I could. That was interesting. I didn't know that was an interesting fact I learned. But of course, let's do it this way around. So here's my car. Here's my wheels here. You can go too far, you know. I want to put more weight down on this to make more friction. Great. So I lean my body this way, like this. And then I go like this, all the way over here. And then what happens is that my car falls over. It would look like this. I've gone too far. And my car has crashed. I'm leaning over. Gone. This is where the idea of something's center of mass is really important. Because I always have the gravity acting, you know, and I have me as a person standing here. My gravity is like so. It goes through the middle of me. Now, if I lean like this, now it's not in the middle. Now more of that is over my left leg. So I would then be here. Here would be where it would go. Now the middle of all my weight is here. So my gravity would be in this kind of place. If I can get myself to be like this, then I would fall over. If I go too far over, I'll fall. Because if here I am over the edge for the area I have, which is here, then I can't support it and it falls over. You know, think about one of the most famous things in the world, the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy. It's like this here, should be falling over, you think, but the center of mass is here. It is not over the edge, so it can stay up like so. This is important though, because if you are trying to ride a unicycle, you have a very small area. And if I compare that to riding a bike, a normal bike, something like that, here I've got a much bigger area where my weight can be. But here the area is very small, so very easy to fall off. This is much harder. There are some complex forces for you. Center of mass, the circular movement force, having things always attract in the middle. They're two quite difficult examples of forces in action. Hope it helps you learn. Thank you very much.